today I have my Book of the Month Club pick, some other books that I've bought, a book I was sent, and some exciting bookish merch to show you. Welcome to another book haul. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews or book to movie content here for you at the weekend. In the description box you will find all of my social links where I often share some of the books and bookish goodies that I get, so make sure you are following me on there. I will leave last month's book haul linked up above because it was somewhat larger than this one, but yes, let us start with the book that I was sent. Very excited for this one. I am part of the blog tour. My blog is linked in the description box below for Flappy Entertains by Santa Montefiore. I really enjoy a Santa Montefiore novel. On paper, I shouldn't because it often gets a little bit historical. They're often quite long, but as you can see, this one is quite a short one. This one comes out in the UK on the 4th of March, and I will be reviewing this one on my blog on the 5th of March. So also look for this one on my March TBR. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. It will be coming up very soon. So this one is Underneath Her Graceful Exterior Lies a Passion Nobody Knew About, least of all Flappy herself. Flappy Scott Booth is the self-appointed queen of Bradley Compton, a picturesque Devon village. While her husband Kenneth spends his days on the golf course, she is busy overseeing her beautiful house and gardens and organising unforgettable events surrounded by friends who hang on her every word. Sounds wonderful. Her life is a reflection of herself, impossibly perfect, until the day Hedda Harvey Smith and her husband Charles move into the village, into an even grander home than hers, taking the front seat in the social scene, quite literally. This simply will not do. Flappy is determined to show Hedda how things are done here in Bradley Compton. Then she looks into Charles's beautiful green eyes and suddenly her focus is elsewhere. She's only human after all. So like I say, this one comes out in all formats on the 4th of March and it is only 240 pages. So this will probably be the first book that I read in March. I'm very excited. Then we have my Book of the Month Club pick. So I just picked one book this month, and to be honest, I am thinking of cancelling altogether. If you have sort of cancelled Book of the Month, or if you paused it and come back to it, let me know in the comments how you found it, because I'm having some trouble with the fact that they always take ages to arrive, and sometimes I don't always like the choice. I didn't get my free birthday book that I was supposed to get, and I specifically chose an add-on because of that. I think I probably would have skipped that month. So let me know in the comments if you have cancelled Book of the Month, what your experience has been. So yes, my one book that I chose this also I think doesn't come out until next month, but this is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. Well, let me tell you about this one. I love the fact that the end papers of this book match the cover, and I mean all of it goes pretty nicely with my nails as well, but this was one of their February picks, where with her newly completed PhD in astronomy in hand, Grace Porter goes on a girls' trip to Vegas to celebrate. She's a straight A, hard-working high achiever. She is not the kind of person who goes to Vegas and gets drunkenly married to a woman whose name she doesn't know, until she does exactly that. Nothing wrong with getting married in Vegas. This one beautiful spontaneous moment upends Grace's carefully laid plans, staggering under the weight of her parents' expectation, a struggling job market, and feelings of burnout. Grace flees her home in Portland for summer in New York with the wife she barely knows. In New York, she's able to ignore all the constant questions about her future and falls hard for her creative and gorgeous wife. But when reality comes crashing in, Grace must face what she's been running from all along: the fears that make us human and the need for connection, especially when navigating the messiness of adulthood. I just think that this one sounds wonderful. Like I say, I know a couple of people who have already read it and didn't engage with it, but I like the fact that we've got like a Portland, Vegas and New York setting, so I'm just generally quite excited for that. And yes, I do love the cover. It is one of their February picks, so it's just blank on the back, but yes. And then this is this month's bookmark. Just white on the other side as well. So yeah, looking forward to reading that one. And then we have 3 books that I bought myself, one of which I have already read. So if you have not yet seen my 24 in 48 readathon vlog, I will leave that linked up above, because I do read this book in that vlog. This is Shine Your Icy Crown by Amanda Lovelace, her latest in her poetry collection. This is, I believe, part 2 of another duology, although it might be part 2 of 3 of a trilogy, but it follows Break Your Glass Slippers as well. So it's got like that fairy tale theme to it, and the poem on the back that she gives us is, the only one stopping you from holding the moon in your own 2 hands is you. And if you watch that vlog, you will see some of the poems and the illustrations that I have tabbed and why. And then another poetry book that I bought when I took my books. I take my books to Second and Charles once I'm done with them, unless they are signed editions, proof copies, library books, obviously. If I have finished copies of books that I'm not going to keep for whatever reason, I take them to Second and Charles, I trade them in. Sometimes I take the cash, but sometimes I trade them in for other books. So this time I traded them in for Homebody by Rupi Kaur, which is her new poetry collection. You can see from the lack of tabs that I have not read this one yet. Haven't come across anyone who's read this one yet either, so let me know if you have already delved into this one. Am I gonna love it? Am I gonna enjoy it? After feeling disconnected for so long, my mind and bodies are finally coming back to each other. And that is the titular poem, Homebody. So I'm excited to jump into this one, and will possibly try and squeeze it into my February reading, because I just want to get to it. And I like that she separates her books into sections, just like Nikita Gill and Amanda Lovelace. I like reading the different sections, because sometimes there's a section that I definitely connect with and I definitely want to go back to. And then whilst browsing at Target the other day, this one jumped out at me. So I do have an audiobook copy of this one from the library that I let lapse, and so I have re-put a hold on it, but then I saw this signed first edition of Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, which came out in January. I had a hold on the book before it came out in January, so I had it when it was released, and then I just let it lapse, and I'm a bad person because of it. But then I saw that they had a signed first edition in the book aisle in Target. So I was like, I have to pick it up. And it is absolutely stunning to look at. I haven't looked at it naked yet, actually. We haven't seen what it's like naked, but it is signed. But yes, that dust jacket is rather glorious, I have to say. And then the naked book just sort of makes a statement, and then obviously signings have been done at home and pages have been inserted. But yeah, hopefully that will make me get to this one. I think I will also probably put this one on my March TBR, because I think I can access the audiobook on Scribd and then get to it. But my March TBR is shaping up to be quite ambitious as well. But then I have to remember there are 3 more days in March than there were in February, so we can afford to be slightly more ambitious. And then the bookish accessory. I don't think I've ever shown anything like this. I've shown you kind of like mugs and bookmarks and pins in book hauls before, but here I have pajamas. Yes, you heard it. I have pajamas. And these pajamas are actually based on my most recent book to movie video, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Always and Forever, Lara Jean. So again, browsing on Target should not be allowed on there. I found To All the Boys I've Loved Before themed pajamas. So it's like a little top and short set. So there is the top, and I like the fact that it straps, because, you know, it gets hot here in the summer. And then the little shorts, and they've got the writing on, and they've got the keys, the locks and keys. So you need to watch the film to know the significance of both the writing and the locks and keys, because I think that the writing, if you've only read the book, the writing makes sense, but the locks and keys don't make as much significant sense as if you've seen the film. So yeah, I have pajamas based on a movie that's based on a book. I think like that's the ultimate like meta invested booktuber there for you. Let me know in the comments which of the books that I have shown you are most excited about. Have you read any of them so far? I think with the exception of Honey Girl, they are all out already, and I believe as you are watching this it might be release day for Honey Girl, but everything will be linked in the description box if you are looking to secure any of these books for yourself. I'll also try and link the pajamas because they're pretty epic too. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, I have my March TBR coming up very soon. I also have at least 2 more book versus movie and at least 2 more brand new movie reviews coming up for you, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on those videos. And yes, I will be back with another video for you very soon, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching.